Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? I hope you are good and doing well. So we are in the assignment 4 and we already covered the first two tasks, which is to add the sign-in form for employer and job seeker and add a feature for job seeker to mark a job as favorite list and remove it from favorite list. Okay, now we need to start working on the third task of this assignment 4, which is add a feature to allow job seekers to opt for the job posting notifications from the companies when new job posted. Okay, so this is a kind of feature like you subscribe to a newsletter of an application or on any portal. Okay, so whenever a newsletter has been published or a blog has been published, you will get some notification into your email and a link of the newsletter or blog that you can read by clicking on your email. Okay, and you can also consider it in example of, like, for example, let's consider about the Upwork. Okay, so what we do on the Upwork, that on Upwork there are multiple jobs and user can add a job to the favorite list. Okay, so whenever a favorite list has been removed from the portal, you will get a notification. Okay, or whenever you apply for a job, you submit the proposal for a job and the job has been closed or somebody else has been hired or your proposal has been rejected, then you will again notified by the portal in your email, and you can see that the somebody else has been hired or your proposal has been declined or watched. So these kind of notifications we get. Okay, so we will create a similar notification setting in our project. So for example, let's say whenever a new job posted from any company, and if user has opted that notification setting, like I want an email update whenever a company posts a job, if user opt for that, we will send an email to him. Whenever a new job which a user already added to his favorite list and it is removed by the company, because company has all the rights to post and remove the job. So whenever a existing job which is already added to the favorite list of the user, company can remove that job and user will get notified. And whenever a user apply for a job, okay, or a job seeker apply for a job and the job has been set to inactive, let's say company hired somebody else rather than who actually applied on it, so company can set this to inactive. So in that case, user also receive a notification. Okay, so we will create that kind of notification setting in this lecture. Okay, so we will just create a model for it and we will implement that association using one to one with user and notification setting. So far we worked with the many to many association, one to many association, and in the last lecture we worked with the has many throw association. Now for this task we will work with the one to one association, which is has one and belongs to. Okay, so with that lecture you will also have idea that how to implement one to one relationship in the Rails. Okay, and when we need to choose the one to one association. Okay, so now let's start writing that model generator. Okay, so go to the terminal and first check the git branch. Okay, so right now we are on the main. Okay, now let's create a new branch. So git checkout minus p feature and then notifications setting for job seeker. Sorry, it is job seekers. Oh, let's keep it job seekers. You can rename or remove, just don't don't make this typo. Okay, so now we are on a new branch. Okay, so now we need to create our model. So let me increase the font size here. What we will do, Rails G model. Okay, so first we will create the model, and how we will name our model as, let's say, notification setting. Notification setting, and now let's decide the attribute. So on what events user may want to receive notification, let's say on new job posted, on new job post. Okay, so its type is boolean. And then when a new when a job has been removed from the portal by company but it was already added to the favorite list of the user. Okay, so on removal of favorite job. Okay, then boolean. Okay, or on removal of existing job. Boolean. Okay, and what other attributes could be, like we already created for when a new job posted, user will get notified. Whe- when a favorite job of the user will removed, user will get notified if he opts for. And when a existing job from the portal has been removed, user will get notified. Now let's say other attribute could be on status changed on applied job, then user will get a notification. So on status changed on applied job, so boolean. Okay, or on job become inactive, or let's say just on job status change, that is fine, it is boolean. Okay, so now let's generate this model. So you can see this model has been generated, t dot active record and db migrate and so on. So now let's open this migration. So copy this migration command path and go to the terminal. So it's sorry, I'm in the different project right now, so let's open it. Okay, so let's open this project, and this is our project. So here you can see that right now we have t dot boolean on new job post, on removal of favorite job, on removal of existing job, on status changed on applied job, and on job status change. Okay, since we do not have run the migration, so let's fix some typo here. Okay, so on job status change, and we also need to add references here. Okay, so for references syntax, let's follow a migration, for example here, and paste it here. Now go to the terminal and run your migration. Rails db migrate. Okay, so the table has been created into the schema. You can see that a notification settings has been created. You can see user id is foreign key here. So on new job post, on removal of favorite job, on removal of existing job, on status changed on applied job, and on job status change. Okay, so now let's define the association. Okay, so go to the models, and in notification settings, what we will do, that belongs to here user, sorry, belongs to job seeker, class name user, and foreign key is user id. Okay, and then in the user, what you need to do here, has one notification setting, has one notification setting. Okay, so this association has been created. Now let's check that go to the terminal, and here rail c ns equal to notification setting dot new, and here user id, let's say 2000. Okay, so ns dot user, sorry, ns dot job seeker. Here you can see when we get ns dot job seeker, it is the here. Okay, so now we got the association working. Okay, and let me revise it again, that what we do, we divide, we created one to one relationship for between job seeker and the notification setting. Okay, so user has one notification setting, and in the notification setting we did belongs to job seeker, class name user, and foreign key is user id. Okay, so this way we created notification setting model. Okay, now that's all for this lecture, but we will keep this feature working for upcoming few lectures. So next lecture, what we will do, that there we will create a form where we will display all the boolean attributes here that we created here. So we will display all these boolean attributes. Okay, so whenever a user opt for selected option, we will send a mailer we will send an email based upon his selected option, and whenever such event occurs in our application. Okay, so that's what we need to do in the next lecture. But for this, we have to implement the one-to-one relationship between the job seeker and notification setting. Okay, and this is the common feature that you can find in many kind of applications. So with slight changes, you can apply it to your needs as well. If there is any such need, okay, you can apply the same concept there. Otherwise, we will learn few things like how to implement one to one and how to work with mailer and user settings. Okay, so that's all for this lecture, and we will meet into the next lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.